tried to justify leaving, why not just run away? Why even wait and hesitate breathing? Why would you wanna stay? Nothing you say can change the way he feels. Nothing could save you now.
Hello,
So
juniors,
just
bonjour. Let's do your notes for the 10th of September, Friday. Right, let's start off with part A. Conversations just like the 9th of September. To understand the different types of prepositions. Perfect, let's get on with it. So, your cousin says to you, the movie starts at 4, be on time. Don't be late, be on time. Right, I'll be there at 5 to 4. At 5 to 4, that's 3:55. Exactly, perfect. Alright, let's go on. So your teacher tells you you have 4 days to finish your assignment. So you tell her, alright, yes, I will finish it on time. Excellent. Next, your sister tells you, hurry up, I need the bathroom. So you tell her, I'll be out within 5 minutes. Within 5 minutes, before or when 5 minutes finish, no later than that. Excellent. So your teacher asks you, by when do you expect to finish this assignment or homework or whatever, your project? So you will reply, no later than Monday. So before or on Monday, no later than that. So she tells you, or he tells you rather, okay, by Monday afternoon, make it Monday afternoon, no later than that. Alright, so Monday afternoon, so it should be Monday afternoon there. Alright, so you say, yes sir, thank you very much. Alright. So, a stranger asks you, so we saw the other day seaplanes and all that stuff, and you're standing next to an island. And a stranger asks you, how do you get to the island? Or how do you go to the island? How does one go there? I want to go there. So I wish to go there. So you tell him or her, by boat. You can also go by air. So, what do you mean by air? Do they have an airport? No, they don't have an airport. It's too small to have an airport. So what I mean by air is I mean using a seaplane. So the stranger thanks you and walks off to take a seaplane or take a boat or something, whatever. Alright, let's go on. Quite a few examples today. So your friend calls you. Now you're driving in a car that we discussed the other day. You're driving in your car, you're going to office or you're going to college, wherever. There's a great new song on the radio. Turn it up. So there's a great new song on the radio. Oh really? Which station? 81.5. We saw the other day there are so many stations, especially in some places there are so many stations you just can't browse through. You'll miss the song. So after a few minutes you tell her or you call her and say there's nothing on 81.5. In fact, I can't even get 81.5. So there's something wrong with my radio? No, not really. So she asks you, are you on AM or FM? Oops, I'm on AM. I should be on FM. Alright, on AM and on FM. On 81.5. So those are the prepositions. Alright, let's go on. You tell your cousin we stayed up until 1 last night. Until 1 last night. What for? What for? There was a movie on. For watching a movie or for watching the movie. There was a movie on TV. On some channel. So we were watching the movie. Alright, so we have known each other for 3 years. You tell your friend that we have known each other for 3 years. Since when? Since when? Since 2018. That's the starting time. Since then. When? 2018. Alright. Let's move on. What's the book about? It's about grammar. It's about maths or whatever it is about. It's about something. So then your father asks you, what's all the fuss about? Why are you making a noise? Why are you having an argument? Why are you fighting? What's all the fuss about? When you tell him, it's about the radio. I want to listen to FM, but she wants to listen to AM. So it's about the radio. We are having an argument about the radio. What we want to listen to. Alright, so general statements. I heard it on the news. Where did you hear it? On the news. I saw it on the news, on TV, on the news. I heard it on the radio. I heard it on FM. My father does not listen to FM. He still listens to AM. All right. Let's go on to part B, grammar. So, we'll do For and since. And we did it in class, and now let's make sure we understand it 101%. Alright, let's go on to for and since. So these for and since are prepositions of time. So how do you know when to use them? So what is the meaning of them? First of all, since is from then until now. That's the exact meaning of since, is from then until now. That's when you use since. For is for total time, the total amount of time. For how long? For 2 years, for 10 years, for 7 minutes, for 8 minutes, for 10 minutes, whatever the answer is, whatever the time is, for 5 seconds. Alright, that's also correct. For doesn't have to be big, doesn't have to be small, but has to be a total amount of time. So let's look at some sentences. I have lived in Birmingham for 3 years. So that's the total time I have been living in this place, Birmingham, for 3 years. How long have you lived in Birmingham? For 3 years. I have lived in Paris for 10 years. For how long? For 10 years. I have lived in Paris for I was a child. Absolutely incorrect, does not make any sense at all. You cannot use it. Why we cannot use it? Let me show you why. When I was a child, so that's a time. Then I was a child. How long ago? Maybe 5 years ago, maybe 10 years ago, maybe 40 years ago. But it's some sort of starting time, so it's not correct. You cannot use for because it's not a total time. You've not said the total. You've not said the total time. You only said the starting time. That's why we cannot use for. I have been living here since 2018. Now this is a perfectly correct sentence. I have been living here from then until now. Alright, so what's the then? 2018. That's the starting time. So 2018 is then. Now it's 2021. So you get the starting time and a now time. So now everybody knows what the time is now. It's 2021. It's whatever the month is, whatever the day is. So it's 2021. And when did you start? In 2018. So have been living since. Have known each other since. So have been living since is which tense? Is present perfect continuous. Have known each other is just present perfect. From then until now. From then until now. Alright, let's go on. I need a start time. So like we discussed it the other day in class, whenever you use since, we need a start time. A now time. You don't have to say the now time. You can just say since and everybody knows, okay, from then until now. So that's since. So you don't have to specify the now time because it's already understood. But you do need to specify the starting time. And the starting time can be anything. It can be 5 o'clock yesterday. It can be May 2021. It can be June 2017 or any time. It can be when I was a child, when I was 5 years old, from then until now. So that can be the starting time. It doesn't have to be exact time like it shows in your watch or something like that. No, just a general starting time. Alright, let's see one more example. I haven't been to the countryside. Since when? Since May. Maybe the 5th of May, maybe the 10th of May, maybe the 31st of May. It does not matter because already said May. So that's a starting time. So I haven't been, have not been, present perfect tense. I have not been to the countryside since May. Alright, excellent. So I am leaving blank the afternoon. What's the answer? I am leaving for the afternoon. Alright, why is the answer for? Why is for correct? Why is it not since or until? Let's see that. We did it. Let's revise it again. So you have the time. What's the time in that sentence? So the time in that sentence is afternoon. That's the time. Excellent. Is it starting time or is it total time? It's the total time. What's another reason? Because of the tense, it's present continuous. It's not present perfect. That's why it's impossible to use since in this sentence, because since always means from then until now. And you've not used, or rather this sentence rather does not have perfect tense at all. I am leaving. So it's impossible to put since in this sentence. So for, you cannot say I'm leaving until the afternoon. You can, but it's not very correct. You'd rather say I'm going out, I will be back in the afternoon, or I'm going out until 3 o'clock or something like that. That makes much more sense. Alright, so that's the reason we use for, because it's total time. I'm leaving for the entire afternoon. Okay, let's go on to part 2 of part B. In time and on time. What's the meaning of these things? In time, on time. Alright, I will be on time. I won't be late. I could be before time as well, but I will be on time. So if you say on time is on that time. I will be in time. So now that's even more clear. On or before time. Usually on time is used exactly, say suppose 5 o'clock. So on time at 5 o'clock. In time is used for both on or before time. But you can use on time if you're a bit early also. It does not matter. It's not wrong. Alright, so they do the work on time, so they're not late. Are they early? Yeah, maybe. But they're not late. They do not do the work on time. Now you know they're always late. They do not do it on time. They're always late. That's what this sentence tells us. They did the work in time. Before the finishing time. Because it's in time. So it's before the finishing time. So they did the work on time. Not late. On time. They said they would finish on Tuesday. They finished on Tuesday. Alright, so it was on time. Alright, so I hope you understood. On and in. On time, in time. Usually on is used for exact time, and in or within is used for before or that. But even if you change it a bit, if you use on for before, it's okay. It's not really wrong. Many people do use it. But you should be aware of the differences. Alright, let's go on to part C, vocabulary and general knowledge. Alright. So whole, what's whole? Whole is an adjective. What does it mean? It means full, total, entire, whole. So he ate the whole sandwich. He ate the entire sandwich. There should be a full stop here. Just insert a full stop after sandwich. Alright. So we did FM and AM. They are both abbreviations. Alright. So what's FM stand for? What's it? Frequency modulation. So once you grow up, you will learn all this stuff. What's frequency and what's amplitude when you do physics. When you learn physics, so you'll see how they modulate the frequency or the amplitude of a wavelength. So FM stations on your radio, they are only available in your city. If you go out of the city, you can't really listen to the FM stations available in your city. Why? Because it's used for high quality sounds and does not travel very far. Because that's the wave, that's what they do to the sound wave. And AM is medium to low quality sound, but it can travel very far. Sometimes it can travel for thousands and thousands of miles. You can be in Australia and you could be listening to the radio from England on AM. So that's possible. But that's a very low frequency, but it's possible. The sound won't be very clear, but it will be able to hear it. So what is FM? So we did all that day. We saw some photos. There was FM1, FM2, AM1, AM2, AM3. They're just station numbers on your radio set. So station number 1, you can save all that stuff. We saw it the other day. Excellent. And then we discussed a bit about the timings in the other countries. So in a lot of countries, everything is a bit late. So school start at 8, sometimes they even start at 9, especially the secondary schools. Offices at 9, 10, and some offices are really late. Some offices start at 11 a.m. sometimes. Some offices, not all. Breakfast is usually between 8 and 10. You can have it at 7 as well, but it's usually between 8 and 10. Lunchtime is usually between 1 and 3 p.m. And dinner is about 8 or 9 o'clock at night. So that's just general knowledge. When you go to another country, don't be surprised, don't be shocked. Wow, why is it so late? That's how it is there. That's the culture, that's their style, that's how they've been doing it for so many years. So that's why it is the way it is. Alright, that's all for today's notes. Write your notes, watch the videos, try to understand all this stuff. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye, adios, merci beaucoup.
Shot down with no sound to the cold ground below.
Alright, just one more thing to remember before we leave is prepositions of motion or movement. The way you're moving, the way you're going, or something is going somewhere. The noun is doing something. How is it doing? Alright, so through is you go in and you come out the other side. That's through. Into, you go into. She went into the stove. Come out of, she came out of the stove. So when you fly over, so that's the Grand Canyon, you fly over, the plane flew over the Grand Canyon. The plane flew over the mountain. And then this is a river, so you walk along the river. So we walked along the river looking for a way to get across it. And the last one is onto. So Jack was driving and some animals ran onto the road. So that's that. And the last one is there was a baby giraffe and the lions circled around. They walked around the baby giraffes. Those are prepositions of movement or motion, and not position or location, because when it's position or location, it's standing stationary. It's there, it's not moving. Right.